Alright, here we have Cassius Galloway of Team Taisaku. He is the Knight of Zero, and I'm going to be asking him about the ban list. The first question is, what is your stand on the list? Is it good or bad?
I say it's pretty good. I mean, it's something worth forward looking to now. I mean, you probably might see old decks coming back. You might see newer decks. Personally, I'm glad that the dragons are out of the way. I mean, it gives more creativeness to people thinking about what decks are going to be coming. I mean, from my personal view, from old decks, I'm going to see zombies going to be hitting this meta pretty good. Follow along with plants. Especially with the new archetype coming out called Shinra. I mean, that shit looks dope.
Alright. On to the next question. Is there any decks that you think should have been hit?
Personally, I think Mermail should have got a little harder hit. Just maybe. But then again, we don't see much Mermails anymore, so I think Dragons in the Prophecy was the biggest hit they needed to get rid of for the meta to be a little bit more balanced. I mean, Evil Swarms, yeah, they're good, but it's what it was basically what trying to supposedly keep it balanced. I mean, they did a decent job, but Dragons just had too much power just to get out of the answers of Ophion and all their answers. I mean, yeah, Dragunity Tempest was the next thing with the deck, so they had two dragon decks they could have made next to the Blue Eyes. So in a way, yeah, I'm thinking they did a pretty good job with the ban list.
What deck didn't get hit enough?
Surprisingly, I think, I think Constellars, no, I think...
Yeah, Constellars got a boost.
I think they probably are going to underestimate Fusion because of how powerful they are. Yes, people are underrated because they think it sucks because you got to focus on monster. But with this format now, I think they're going to see how powerful that deck's going to be.
Alright, what deck may start topping?
From at the beginning of January, we're going to be seeing a lot of stun-based decks like Yugioh. Mermail's probably coming back. Hell, you'll probably be seeing Fire Kings now. Evil Swarms. I mean, there's gonna be like so many decks that's gonna be coming from the tier 2 box. Probably, hell, I'm really hoping Noble Knight's ready to make a comeback now. I mean, I got the deck ready and all. I'm just waiting for it to be something good in.
Alright, what on the list was the best decision in your opinion?
The best decision? I think Return from Definition was the best thing they could have done with that ban list. Because, yes, they can limit dragons, but dragons just find another way to make themselves even more broke. I think their real win button was the Return. And also hitting Fate was a pretty good idea because Prophecy just had too much reliance on defending with Fate. So with that at 1, I think it'll give them more versatile on what they're going to do and what effects they're going to make.
What was a bad choice in your opinion?
A bad choice? I would say Magician of Face was out of nowhere, but I guess it kind of brings up to the point of what can they do with Magician of Face? I mean, they get rid of the big heavy staples like Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, and all that stuff. So I'm guessing, yeah, Dark Hole would be a double hit now. But the most random thing I saw was self-destruct button.
And you just answered my second question. What choice was the most surprising to you?
Yeah, self-destruct was very surprisingly. But from Konami's view, I could see they're trying to make stall decks a little bit OP'd. Because, you burn my life point stuff, self-destruct button. We just want to get a draw.
Alright. What deck will you be playing at the start of the new format?
Personally, I'm playing Fusion, Noble Knights, and Harpies.
Alright. This was Cassius Galloway from Team Taisaku, and this was his opinion on the ban list.
Later.
Alright, here we are with Jordan Walker of Team Taisaku. He is the advisor of Team Taisaku, and I am going to ask him questions with his opinions on the ban list. First question is, what is your stand on the list? Is it good or bad?
I think it's a pretty decent list. Much better than last format, but I guess we'll see how it goes once January 4th comes.
Alright.
Could definitely have some improvements.
Alright. Is there any decks you think should have been hit?
I'm thinking what everyone else is thinking. I'm thinking Warmails. I think Warmails, something should have gotten left. Maybe a Best Spell, maybe Megalo. That guy is just a beast.
What deck didn't get hit enough?
Dragon Balls, definitely. I think everything should have been bad. I mean, Konami is just not showing enough hate on that deck. There's still people with hope that Dragon Balls can be good, and we don't need that.
What deck may start topping?
Zombie Swan. Fujins might have a nice run in the format. I'm getting some nice support next pack. And with Tenki at 3, you better watch out.
What on the list was a good decision in your opinion?
A good decision. Fate. Spellbook of Fate. I played my Konami God every night. They finally answered me.
Alright, what was a bad choice in your opinion?
6 Sims. I never got the chance to use that card. They should have given me one more format.
What choice was a surprise to you?
Dragon Ravine. In self-destruct button. That thing was the problem. With Dragon Ravine, I didn't see that thing getting hit so bad. Limited maybe. Bad? But I think it's a good decision.
What deck will you be playing at the start of the new format?
What deck won't I be playing? I've got Mecha Phantom Beast, Sidekicks, pretty much anything that isn't made on this. I have a Yuma character deck, I've got an alien deck in the works, Trap Tricks, probably going to start on Shinra, Sylvan is the card in English now. Let's see. Not Dragon Wars. Yeah, that's the list right there.
Alright, this has been Jordan Walker and his opinion on the ban list, and we are signing off. Alright, I'm here with Sean Ball, and I'm going to, of Team Type Psycho. I'm going to ask him a few questions about the ban list. First question is, what is your stand on the ban list? Is it good or bad?
Ban list is what it is. Konami makes the rules and I gotta abide by them. Whether I agree with it is a different story.
Alright, is there any decks you think should have been hit?
Mermails. They are too OP right now.
What deck didn't get hit enough?
As I said, Mermails.
Alright.
Alright, any deck Jordan Walker creates.
Alright, what deck may start topping?
You're going to have Mermails topping, obviously. Prophecy, probably. And you got those rogue decks and anything with Chaos Dragon.
What was the best decision in your opinion?
Bringing back Magician of Faith.
What was the worst decision?
You banned my dragons. Or you limited my dragons.
What was the most surprising thing on the ban list?
The fact that they actually hit the dragons to one apiece with the reprints of the tins that came out and with the reprint of Big Eye coming.
Alright. What will you be using at the beginning of the next format?
As always, I should have my trusty Malefics. I'm working on 2 new decks right now. One of them's a variant of my Chaos Ninjas with red eyes. And the other is I call it Emperor deck with Light and Darkness Dragon as the base, but it's got a Chaos engine to it.
Alright, this has been Sean Ball, one of the Knights of Taisaku. Alright, signing off. Hello YouTube, I'm Stephen Warner, also known as Master Z. I've been asking everyone on the team of Team Taisaku what a few questions about the ban list, and this is my section of it. I'm going to be. I figure it wouldn't be fair to ask them and then not ask myself. So I'm going to be reading out the questions and answering myself. A few other people will be doing this. For the rest of the video, you will be having everyone else answer. So I've done this in a journalist sort of way of asking them. To start off, again, this is for Team Taisaku. I am just one of the members. Alright. First question is, what is your stand on the list? Is it good or bad? In my opinion, it's a very decent list. I mean, I've seen bad ones, I've seen good ones. Nothing could be as bad as Dragon format. That first Dragon format where we had Judgment and all that was bad, but of course that was before the ban list came out for them. The last ban list didn't hit enough. This ban list did pretty decent. Is there any decks you think should have been hit? Madolches. Madolches really need to get hit. They have an OTK combo. They can OTK way too easily. Plus, Queen Tiara Mistu doesn't target? What? Alright, next question. What deck didn't get hit enough? I'd say Spellbooks. They still have Magician of Prophecy, you can search. Spellbook of Secrets, can search. Spellbook of Masters, can search. We have 3 cards in that whole deck that searches, that were not touched. Next one is, what deck may start topping? Madolches and Prophecy. Prophecy still has that power. They lost one thing. It's not enough to kill the deck. Then we have Madolches with their OTK combos and whatnot. What was the best decision? Limiting the dragons, banning return, anything they did to the Dragon Ruler deck. Those decks were amazingly powerful. They broke the meta. I mean, we had Dragon Rulers, we had Plant Dragon Rulers. I mean, any deck you could think of. I mean, I even had a build for Archfiend Rulers set up. Then we have, I mean, the hit on the Dragon Rulers was the best decision in my opinion. The worst decision. What was the worst decision? In my opinion, there wasn't really a worst decision. But probably the least favorite, the one that I think really hurt, was them banning Dragon's Ravine, because they are reprinting Vajra. It's getting a reprint in Battle Pack 2, Part 2. And you're going to ban the card that allows Drag Unities to work. You're going to ban this card and then reprint a card for the deck. Really? What was the most surprising? Unbanning Magician of Faith. That card has been on the list since I can remember. I got lucky to have found 4 copies. I found them in Starter Deck Yugi. First ever Starter Deck Yugi edition. This was a very big surprise. This card was more surprising than unbanning DLS when they did that. What will you be using at the beginning of the new format is the last question. What I'll be using for this format are my Fire Kings, Hazy Flames, Fire Fist, Constellars, and Archfiends.
I love the fact that the tour guide's at 3. Archfiends are going to start topping because tour guide at 3. I'm going to summon tour guide, bring out an Eris, overlay. Another tour guide. I mean, I can use it 4 or 5 times depending on how many times I want to use Fortune to. Archfiends, it's time for them to rise. Hazy Flames, it's time. My Fire Kings, I'm hoping to start topping with those. Alright. This has been Master Z, also known as Stephen Warner. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. And I really hope to see some off-the-wall decks. This is Stephen Warner, signing off.